Hi, Rae.
Hello, Rae Ann.
Hello.
How you doing, Deb?
Hi, Rae.
That's
How
a
we
buddy
doing?
buddy. I know him.
That's right, good. Hey, Rakesh.
Vice President of Academic Affairs here at Ohlone College, and I want to welcome you to what I hope is the first annual appreciation reception for our adjunct faculty. This idea was hatched at a faculty senate meeting, and we decided that we would like to show appreciation for our adjunct faculty who do such an amazing job here at Ohlone College for many years. Being co-sponsored by the Faculty Senate and the United Faculty of Ohlone and the college administration. And our adjunct faculty representative on the Faculty Senate is Nicole Sandoval. And she was an instigator of this. And so I would like to call her forward to say a few words and to get us underway. Nicole.
Right. As Dr. Wright said, my name is Nicole Sandoval. I am a part-time faculty member in the Speech and Communication Studies Department. I am also one of the assistant coaches of the Ohlone Speech and Debate team. And so, I know what you all are thinking right now. This is gonna be good. She speaks well. Yeah, you can add mind reader to my list of things that I do. Welcome to the part-time appreciation gathering. It's wonderful to see all of you here, Faculty Senate and college administration and the UFO. We're just thinking about how we could show our appreciation for all of the hard work that you all do, for the countless hours that you spend in the classroom and outside of the classroom, for being dedicated to your job, for being dedicated to your students, having a chance to just celebrate you and all of your hard work, and getting to know fellow people that are here. It's nice to see everybody in one room, meeting each other. So we thank you for coming today for our appreciation gathering. We have a couple of speakers. Our first speaker, who would like to say a few things, is Dr. Browning, and then we'll move on to our UFO president, Master Wayne.
Well, you've probably heard a couple of good things about Ohlone students. You've probably heard that we have an excellent transfer rate. We're actually 5th in the state, which is quite impressive. And you've probably heard that community college transfer students, Ohlone students also, do better after they transfer at UC than the students who start out at UC. We also have near perfect pass rates on our licensure examinations, like for nursing and physical therapy assistant. Very, very high rates of passage in those programs. We also know that our students do better than the state average and better than schools that are like ours on several measures I'd like to tell you about. First is earning degrees and certificates, earning at least 30 units, continuing their education from one semester to the next, completing their vocational courses, and moving from ESL basics and basic skills courses in English and math on students. But we couldn't possibly have such excellent results without good teaching. And much of the teaching is done by you. Also consider, since 2007, 2008, the number of full-time faculty has declined by 40 faculty members. 40. But our class offerings have not diminished by that much. We haven't lost that many class sections. So an even greater proportion of our classes have been taught by you. in recent years. And still, we have the excellent results that we have for student learning and student achievement. So I want to acknowledge the adjunct faculty for their high academic standards that they've maintained and for the dedication to our students and the dedication and loyalty that they bring to Ohlone College. You are a big part of the reason that we are so great, and I want to thank you.
I am Yuen. I'm the UFO president. I'm also a philosophy instructor here full-time. Nicole introduced me as Master Yuen because I have great respect for the title of doctor, and I'm not a doctor. And so I know most of you aren't doctors here either. And so if you ever want to introduce yourselves to your students as Master whatever you are, I encourage you to do that because my students do that to me as well. I'm a philosophy instructor first and foremost before I'm a president, before anything else, and I think you can't just take teacher out of me. And so I'm here to teach you something. I teach philosophy, and so and my area of specialization is ethics. And in ethics we talk about duties and obligations and rights and stuff like that. And those are your basic moral obligations. Don't kill people, don't steal things and stuff like that. Be good teachers. There's another kind of duty out there that most people don't talk about, and that's called a supererogatory duty. A supererogatory duty is a duty that, if you lived up to it, it would be a really great thing, but you're not obligated to do some of these things. An example of this would be something like giving to charity or something like that. Most people think you're not a bad person if you don't give to charity, but you'd be a really great person if you did, right? And that's what I think about when I think about part-time adjuncts here at Ohlone. I think you guys are fantastic people, and you go above and beyond what your obligations are. You guys live up to your supererogatory duties. And that makes you good Samaritans, and that makes me only a minimally decent person. Good Samaritans and not minimally decent people like me. You guys are great Samaritans by meeting with students during office hours when you're not being paid for it, you're not even expected to do things like that. You guys publish the newspaper. You guys lead the debate team. You guys do so much for our students, and you are rarely thanked for it. And you don't do it for the thanks. You do it because it's your job, and you guys are educators too. And so I really appreciate that. You guys don't hear that enough. And so this is what this is all about, is to give you guys thanks. What it is, like Dr. Browning was saying, you guys do the bulk of the teaching. And so you guys deserve the bulk of the accolades. When Ohlone College is successful, it's because of you guys. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. There is no greater way I can express my thanks than saying that you guys are truly good Samaritans. Thank you very much.
That's okay. We have certificates, and every year we give certificates of appreciation for years of service for our full-time folks. Well, we want to start doing it for our adjunct faculty. So I'm going to read the names, and I know 6 or 7. All right. So in music, 20 years of service, Carol Zilli. I think she's here. Yeah, 20 years in the art department. Roel Hartman, I don't think he's here. Math and phys ed, Jan Freidendahl, I know he's not here. And math, David Lau, 22 years. Don Cardoza in music, 22 years. Orlando Martinez in English as a second language, 22 years. In the English department, Juliana Bosick, I think you're here. 23 years. Hugh Kendall, 24 years in English. George Rice, 24 years in respiratory therapy. Louise Basic, 25 years in English as a second language. Gino Pala, 25 years in math. Michael Albanetti, 25 years in English. Marcel Crystal, 25 years in English. Randall Bombach, 26 years in math. And 27 years in music, Janet Holmes. Music, Larry London, 28 years in American Sign Language, Hank Plopping. 28 years in anthropology, Joe Rainey Rogers. Testing Department, Tom Orsino, 32 years in music, Priscilla Carter Granger, 35 years in art, Caroline. In phys ed, Fred Kemper. We do have one person who is 44 years in business administration, Jack Doki, who can't be with us, but 43 years in music, Doug Torres.